Hello and welcome back to the Concept Checkup. The point of Concept Checkup is to dive into the Warframe forums, look for a community-made Warframe concept, and talk about it. For the purpose of Concept Checkup, I will use my custom-built evaluating method known as AS. Without further ado, let's begin the checkup. For today's checkup we have Arbalest, the sniper Warframe. Arbolist was created by Reku on the Warframe forums, and is designed to be somewhat like a long-range version of Mesa, albeit with fairly average stats in place. Arbolist's passive is Master Marksman. Arbolist's headshot damage is increased by 20% on every weapon that is able to headshot, and the projectiles fired from bows or thrown weapons travel in a completely straight line, rather than an arc. The bonus to headshots is a nice touch, but the straight projectiles is the bigger piece of the passive. Although a non-arcing bow or kunai doesn't sound helpful, given how Arbalest is intended to be played as a long-range Warframe, having a straight shooting weapon such as a Daiku can help in picking off enemies from far away by not having to adjust for the travel arc. In other words, bows turn into snipers. Arbalest's first ability is Chainshot. Upon activation, Arbalest's next shot fired will ricochet onto nearby enemies, but deals less damage with every successive bounce. At max rank, Chainshot will ricochet up to 6 enemies within 15 meters of the previously hit enemy. Every successive ricochet will deal 20% less damage, and every enemy hit will be briefly staggered. High crit chance could be useful with Chainshot so long as you make use of the 20% bonus headshot damage. Chainshot also comes with the Chain Reaction Augment, which also applies status procs to every ricocheted enemy, allowing status weapons to be very useful with Arbalest. Arbalest's second ability is Skyward Ward. Skyward Ward creates a floating platform that lasts for 30 seconds. Upon activation, Arbalest is automatically teleported to the floating platform, allowing him to shoot at enemies down below. The platform itself can't be destroyed, but at max rank, the platform is protected by a 3000 health shield, which protects Arbalest and any other teammates on the platform until the shield is destroyed or the duration of the platform runs down. Skyward Ward is useful for creating perches where there are none, further reinforcing Arbalest's role as a sniper Warframe. Since Arbalest teleports to the platform upon using Skyward Ward, it can also work as an escape ability. Skyward Ward has the Sky Fortress Augment, which grants all players on the platform a flat 60% damage reduction at max rank, but it can be increased with power strength. Sky Fortress is an augment that I find to be unfitting for a long-range Warframe, as the job of a sniper is shoot from far away without being shot at. Granted, Arbalest won't be on big open maps all the time, but I personally think that this augment does not fit Arbalest, as he is not Mesa. Arbalest's third ability is Assault Strike. Arbalest turns his unique weapon known as the Lightbringer into a flying drone. Arbalest can give his secondary weapon to the drone, allowing it to fire at enemies within range. Assault Strike can also dive bomb, knocking down all enemies in a 5-meter radius, or mark up to 4 enemies with a weak spot that increases your damage by 250% if shot at. Given by the lack of stats for Assault Strike, I assume that the drone cannot be destroyed. Regardless, Assault Strike could make for a pretty good support ability if it has some degree of free will, similar to a Kubra or Cavat, but being completely indestructible might make it totally overpowered, depending on the secondary weapon it's given. Assault Strike also has the Carrier Strike Augment, which grabs up to 4 pickups at a time within 30 meters. However, only health, energy, and ammo can be picked up by Assault Strike, and even then, only when you need it. Carrier Strike is an interesting variant to the carrier we all know and use, but honestly I don't see the point in this augment when chances are you already have a companion that picks up everything for you already. Arbalest's fourth ability is Lightbringer. If Assault Strike is active when this ability is used, Assault Strike is immediately ended. Although Lightbringer costs 10 energy per shot, it grants 2 meters of punch-through, converts multi-shot and pellet weapons into firing one single shot with complete accuracy, non-hitscan weapons are converted into hitscan, and 700 radiation damage can be delivered on the next shot after a 1.5-second charge. Lightbringer essentially converts your weapon into a sniper, meaning that virtually any weapon, except for melee, can be converted into a sniper. Needless to say, I find that to be a cool idea, as that would make weapons that are constrained to close range very viable in a buffed, long-range form. As great as this sounds, shots are fairly limited because of the 10 energy cost per shot, and because of Arbalest's fairly average stats. Lightbringer comes with a light discharge augment, which blinds enemies within 12 meters of you for 10 seconds at max rank after firing. Much like Sky Fortress, I really don't see much point in this augment for a long-range Warframe, unless you plan on being as close to fights as possible for whatever reason. With all that in mind, here are Arbolist's scores. Being able to convert potentially any primary or secondary into a sniper, somewhat crowd control enemies with Chainshot, and support your team with Assault Strike is amazing. Nothing really else to say here. For my personal thoughts, I believe that Arbalest can become a very good concept if his stats and kit are completely set in stone, namely the lack of stats to Lightbringer and Assault Strike. A long-range Warframe is something I would really like to see be added, although it doesn't necessarily have to be a sniper Warframe. So that's Arbalest's Checkup. Tune in next time where I will perform a concept checkup on Valkyries. Thank you for watching.